Ever heard of a football manager winning the World Cup? Twice back-to-back and an Olympic gold medal in a 4-year time frame. Extraordinary, right? Not just winning, but completely dominating with a revolutionary style that changed the game forever. This guy was a tactical genius like the Mozart of soccer, a master motivator, and basically a national hero in his country. He turned ordinary players into world beaters, and his legacy still echoes in the strategies you see on the pitch today. Sound like someone you know? Ever heard of the Metodo? Yeah, that was his brainchild. So who was this legendary figure who turned the world of football upside down? Let's dive into the incredible story of this tactical genius and find out. Any guesses? Vittorio Pozzo, the man who would become synonymous with Italian football dominance, began his life in the bustling city of Turin in 1886. Born into a family of modest means, young Vittorio found himself drawn to the burgeoning sport of football, a passion that would forever shape his destiny. Turin, a city steeped in industrial innovation, would become the unlikely cradle of Pozzo's footballing revolution, a place where his tactical genius would first take root. Little did anyone know that this seemingly ordinary boy from Turin would one day lead Italy to conquer the world of football, not once, but twice. But hold on, before we delve into his mastermind of Il Metodo, let's rewind a bit. Picture this. A young Vittorio, eager to expand his horizons, embarks on a journey to England to pursue his studies. Now, England in those days was like the Mecca of football, the place where the modern game was truly taking shape. While there, he gets bitten by the football bug. But not just any football. The English kind. This wasn't your kick and rush style. This was organized, strategic, and disciplined. Pozzo became fascinated by the English style of play, its emphasis on physicality, its directness, and its strategic approach. This experience would prove to be a turning point. Pozzo, like a sponge, soaked it all up. He analyzed formations, studied tactics, and essentially earned a PhD in football strategy before most people even knew what a wing half was. Who knew that those foggy days in England would plant the seeds for a footballing revolution in sunny Italy? And speaking of revolutions, Pozzo's life took an unexpected turn when he joined the Italian army during World War I as a lieutenant. Yes, you heard that right. Talk about a career change. Now, before you picture him charging into battle with a football instead of a grenade, let's just say the army instilled in him a deep sense of discipline and strategic thinking. These qualities, combined with his football knowledge, would become the secret ingredients in his recipe for success. Who knew that marching in formation could be such good preparation for managing a football team? Talk about a tactical boot camp. This unique blend of experiences, from the streets of Turin to the fields of England and the disciplined ranks of the Italian army, shaped Pozzo into the formidable leader he was destined to become. Now forget your fancy 4-3-3s and your tiki-takas for a moment, because Pozzo was cooking up something special back in the 1930s. He unleashed the Metodo, a tactical system so revolutionary it left opponents scratching their heads and fans roaring with excitement. Imagine a formation that seamlessly blended a rock-solid defense with a lightning-fast attack. It was like a perfectly choreographed dance, with players switching positions and interchanging passes with an almost telepathic understanding. Pozzo's Metodo wasn't just about winning. It was about dominating the game with style and panache. But tactics alone don't win championships, do they? Pozzo knew that to truly conquer the footballing world, he needed a team of warriors, not just talented individuals. He demanded a unique blend of physical prowess, unwavering discipline, and exceptional technical skills. His players weren't just athletes, they were gladiators, ready to battle for every inch of the pitch with a combination of grace and grit. Think of them as the Renaissance men of football, equally comfortable tackling an opponent as they were orchestrating a masterful attack. And how did he forge this team of footballing superheroes? Well, Pozzo was a pioneer in training techniques, decades ahead of his time. Forget endless laps and monotonous drills. Pozzo's training sessions were dynamic, engaging, and designed to sharpen both body and mind. He introduced innovative exercises that focused on tactical awareness, ball control, and quick decision-making. Basically, he turned training into a footballing laboratory, experimenting with new methods and pushing his players to their limits. It's safe to say that modern coaches owe a debt of gratitude to Pozzo's groundbreaking approach. Who knows, maybe those pre-match yoga sessions and ice baths were inspired by his innovative methods. The year is 1934, and Italy is hosting the World Cup. The pressure is on, the crowds are roaring, and Pozzo, cool as a cucumber, is ready to unleash his tactical masterpiece. With his Metodo in full swing, Italy stormed through the tournament, dismantling opponents with ruthless efficiency and breathtaking flair. The final against Czechoslovakia was a nail-biter, but Pozzo's men emerged victorious, securing Italy's first-ever World Cup title. It was a moment of national pride and jubilation, and Pozzo, the architect of this triumph, was hailed as a national hero. Move over, Caesar, there's a new conqueror in town. But wait, there's more. As if winning the World Cup wasn't enough, Pozzo set his sights on another prestigious prize, the Olympic gold medal. In 1936, with the world watching, his Italian squad once again demonstrated their dominance, sweeping aside all challengers with a combination of skill, athleticism, and tactical brilliance. Pozzo, the mastermind behind this double victory, achieved a feat that remains unmatched to this day. The only coach to win both the World Cup and the Olympic gold medal back-to-back. Talk about a man on a mission. Now, for the grand finale, the 1938 World Cup in France. Could Pozzo do it again? Could he defy the odds and lead Italy to a second consecutive World Cup title? You bet he could. With a mix of seasoned veterans and rising stars, Pozzo's Italy faced fierce competition, but their unity, team spirit, and Pozzo's meticulous management proved unstoppable. They battled their way to the final, where they faced Hungary in a thrilling encounter. The result? A resounding 4-2 victory for Italy, confirming their status as the world's best and solidifying Pozzo's legacy as a coaching legend. He had conquered the footballing world not once but twice, becoming the first ever manager to do so, a feat that has yet to be matched in men's international football. Proving that his Metodo was more than just a tactic, it was a philosophy, a winning formula that etched his name in the annals of football history. Imagine being a football coach with a dictator as your biggest fan. Talk about pressure. Pozzo's reign coincided with the rise of Benito Mussolini, and let's just say Il Duce wasn't exactly known for his hands-off approach. Navigating the political landscape of fascist Italy was no easy feat, and Pozzo often found himself caught between his passion for the game and the demands of a regime eager to exploit football for propaganda purposes. It was a delicate balancing act that required a deft touch and a healthy dose of diplomacy. Let's just say his job description included master tactician and expert diplomat, but managing political pressures was just one hurdle Pozzo faced. Whispers of favoritism and accusations of bias swirled around his selections, adding another layer of complexity to his already challenging role. After all, when you're at the helm of a national team, every decision is scrutinized, every substitution analyzed, and every player choice debated with the intensity of a political summit. And as if that wasn't enough, Pozzo, like many great figures, experienced his fair share of personal and professional struggles after his World Cup glory. Maintaining that level of success is no walk in the park, and even the greatest of coaches face setbacks and disappointments. Despite these challenges, Pozzo's legacy as a tactical genius and a leader who guided Italy to unprecedented heights remains firmly intact. He was, after all, not just a football coach, but a navigator of politics, a manager of personalities, and ultimately, a symbol of Italian resilience and pride. Pozzo's impact on the world of football extends far beyond his impressive trophy cabinet. This wasn't just some guy who knew how to win. He was a true visionary, a pioneer who revolutionized the way the game was played. His coaching principles, with their emphasis on discipline, tactical flexibility, and the fusion of physical and technical skills, have become gospel for generations of coaches. Think of him as the footballing equivalent of Leonardo da Vinci, leaving behind a treasure trove of knowledge that continues to inspire and inform. From the Metodo to his innovative training techniques, Pozzo's fingerprints can be seen all over modern football. Who needs a time machine when you can witness his legacy in every well-executed counterattack and perfectly organized defense? Speaking of legacies, it's no surprise that Pozzo has been inducted into football's Hall of Fame, a fitting tribute to his monumental contributions to the beautiful game. Historians and football enthusiasts alike continue to sing his praises, recognizing him as one of the greatest tactical minds the sport has ever seen. And if you look closely, you can see echoes of his innovative style in the modern game. The emphasis on pressing, quick transitions, and positional fluidity, it's all a nod to Pozzo's groundbreaking approach. So the next time you're marveling at the tactical brilliance of your favorite team, remember the man who started it all. Vittorio Pozzo, the godfather of Calcio, the maestro who changed the face of football forever. Vittorio Pozzo was not just a coach, but a visionary who harnessed football to elevate a nation and inspire the world. Despite the passage of time, his strategies and philosophies still echo on the pitch today. Revisiting his legacy is essential for understanding the pillars on which modern football stands.